Okay, so we are coming up on HOBAN, and HOBAN. What's unique about that? This is the area between this. So let me get you back where you can see here. So what we have here is we're approaching Fort Stockton. So we're over actually Fort Stockton there, and it's in this area. And fun fact on that is Fort Stockton was established to protect the San Antonio El Paso mail route. The original fort used water from the Comanche Springs. That was one of the largest springs in Texas. Now, although it's dried up today, so due to irrigation, so kind of over farm, and with the expansion of civilization, and so that's no longer a water spot.
Ghost towns laid to rest. The pump jacks not a slow goodbye. They're doing what they do best. The road below is Interstate 10, a silver crawling line. The trucks are hauling cargo, keeping their own time. V22 is painted on the garment's glowing face. A highway made of waypoints cutting through this empty space. The 850 is humming, the sub-bass rolls below. From one forgotten waypoint to the next one, nice and slow. Hoping to Fort Stockton, the flatlands stretch for days. The pump jacks keep on nodding in their slow and steady ways. The airway is my tether, the garment is my guide.
So I just noticed something. Oh, I am not okay. We are at 15,500 feet, but the altitude that's dialed in is 14,500 feet. Not sure how that happened, but let me fix it. A while back, a few miles back, I got that tone, and you may have heard of it. That's the tone that like when you reach a certain altitude, it's the altitude alert. It lets you know you're at the assigned altitude. So this, I know it had to be set right originally. And what I'm speaking of, let me show you what I'm talking about. There's that beautiful farmland again that I love. Small amounts out here. That goes to what I was saying. The irrigation. If you only have a limited water supply, even though it may look huge. So anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about.
50 miles to go, the garment says to Fort Stockton's VOR. The terrain is getting flatter than it's ever been before. The mesquite brushing creosote, the scrub that scrapes the sky. The kind of place you realize how small you are inside.
What we have, this altitude up here somehow went down. It was all of a sudden showing 14,500 feet. Let me crank that. I did that just now. Let me crank that down to 15,500 because I know that so there was a glitch that caused that because of the fact that we are on autopilot. It went up and maintained 15,500 feet. That's what we asked for. That's what we dialed in before. And now, you know, somehow I heard a beep tone or the chime, and it showed 14,500 feet. If that started out that way on autopilot, yeah, so it's autopilot here. That's what it was here. So something happened. It was a glitch. It happens. I have in real world been flying a GPS approach, and it glitched. Now, knowing what I know now, I may have jumped the gun. It may have just been switching over on the final approach. Then the final approach is fixed, and I panicked thinking, okay, this thing is glitching. I want to abandon this here and change my type of approach to an ILS approach. And my instructor explained to me that if you do that, you got to let ATC know. Now, they didn't seem to care. It's the exact same approach, but it's one of those legalities. That's why I always keep referring the viewers to the FAA site. So I did something that was doable. I saw as a student pilot, I saw nothing wrong with it, but my instructor, and that's why instructors are so important, because let's say that I didn't let the instructor know what I was doing, and I just did this on my own. When I said, okay, I can do this, well, you got to have a instructor to sign you off for your instrument check ride, but let's say that was a habit that I encountered after getting my pilot's license, and we just never I never experienced that scenario. Then that's a setup for, you know, getting your having a talk with the FAA. So it's just one of those things. How is our fuel? Fuel is, yeah, this thing drinks some fuel. So that quick. And that's why I'm thinking the 20 second rule, or not, which was 20, that would really be going through some fuel. But the 20-minute rule would apply here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the fuel transfer just because I'm on this subject. So here again, I want to try to get all this in the screen. Turning on fuel transfer, and right in this area you'll see it come on. Okay, or this area, and there's the fuel transfer. It lets you know that you're transferring fuel, and I guess that's why they did that. Red, it wouldn't really be able to use red because red is more like a warning. It's not informative. White text is informational, kind of like the information signs. What is it on the highway? Blue sign with white writing, I think it is. That's informational. Like the park is this way, or the hospital is that way. Same way with the layout of the instrument panel. There's some the crucial stuff is going to have some other.